It's Josh and Chantel, and this is Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast, a replay of today's full show.
Monday, August 19th, and on today's show, we talk about yellow pill-bodied people, a dog caught a bus. We're lucky to be alive after getting lost in the hospital. Chantel is addicted to teething cookies. High-heeled sneakers are ugly and unnecessary. More love for vintage gear. Arts and crafts are good for your happiness, and we played a game that I was pretty good at.
Thanks for listening. You can hear the show live weekday mornings from 6 to 10. It's Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. Enjoy today's show.
Hey, it's Josh and Chantel.
Good Monday morning.
Okay, all right.
What?
That's a lot.
No.
It was a little bit. I'm feeling like the weekend shouldn't be done. I'm feeling like it's way too dark outside.
Yes.
I'm feeling...
And a little chilly.
I didn't mind the little chill. It was okay. But I'm feeling Monday.
Yeah.
Is what's happening. So when you went, good morning, for me personally, I felt like that's a lot.
I'm just trying to convince myself, I guess.
I see.
Fake it till you make
I shouldn't
it.
drag you down.
Yeah, geez.
Into where I am. Well, hi, good morning.
Hey, we're here.
See, that's the energy. That's it. Okay. Hey, good morning.
Hey.
It's Josh and Chantel. We're here. All right. Today is getting started. We'll get going is what'll happen. It is it's World Photography Day. So take a picture, tell a story, express emotions.
Dabble in a little photography.
I do. I need to dabble more. I really enjoy it, and I don't take advantage of it nearly enough. International Orangutan Day. Orangutan or orangutan? You know him.
Orangutan.
There's no G at the end.
I know, but that's what we say.
It's National Moving Day in the UK. They are up and moving. It's Talk Like Jar Jar Binks Day. Please
Ew.
don't. That's awful.
That is awful.
National Aviation Day. You can visit a flight museum or, take a flight or make a paper airplane. National Potato Day.
Yes.
Yeah. Hash browns, French fries, potato chips, tater tots, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes,
Scalloped potatoes au gratin. What else? Did we say them all? Potato.
Flakes.
Did you say mashed potatoes?
I did. Boiled potatoes, fried potatoes, all the different kinds of French fries, curly fries, sweet potato fries.
Ooh,
that's a potato.
That is a potato.
Red potatoes on the side of your delicious kebabs. I don't know. It's World Humanitarian Day. It is International Bow Day, and it is Soft Ice Cream Day.
Delicious. Potatoes and ice cream day?
Yes.
What a day.
I know.
What a day, dude.
I know.
What a day.
Good morning. It's Josh and Chantel.
There were some owners of a Labrador Retriever in
That's
Georgia.
a dog?
Yes.
Yes.
And they decided they didn't want him anymore.
Oh,
and
that's
so
sad.
they abandoned him, which is not the proper thing to do.
There's way better ways.
So the dog, one day, this Labrador Retriever, saw a bus driving down the road.
Yes.
And he tried to catch it. Turns out it was a doggy daycare bus.
That's amazing.
He must have saw the dogs inside and was like, hey.
That looks like something I need to be a part of.
Yeah. So the bus stopped, picked him up, and then nobody came to get him. And so then he said, this must be a stray dog. Turns out another couple was like, we'll take him in.
Yeah.
We want this dog. So he was adopted by this other couple. They're calling him Waylon.
All right.
And Waylon now gets to ride the bus to doggy daycare with a bunch of his new friends.
This is fantastic.
And go home at night with his new adopted family.
This is great.
I know. Waylon was like, I don't know his prior name, but he was like,
Doesn't matter.
I'm not a stray dog. I don't deserve to be a stray. I see this dog or this bus with dogs on it.
Yeah. I'm going there. That's the party bus.
I want to be a part of that.
And I'm going to party with these dudes.
I'm going to go to doggy daycare.
Yeah. Well, good for Waylon. And now Waylon has a family. Isn't that something?
Yeah. So that was a sweet little story.
I'm glad the bus stopped to pick up Waylon.
Why wouldn't they? A bus full of dogs?
Yeah.
They see a dog outside, they're like,
Pick him up.
pick him up. You got it.
I get it.
There's been some talk recently about how high heels are out.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Nobody wears high heels anymore. Me neither.
Yeah.
I haven't worn high heels for a very long time.
It's been a few years since I have, because I wore them for Walk a Mile in Her Shoes a couple of years in a row. And that is, it's a great awareness campaign. I think that's fantastic. Good fundraiser. But yeah, it's been a minute. I hate them.
They're painful.
They're awful.
They are.
They're miserable. I don't know why you choose to wear those.
There are posts about it, about how they scream, try hard old person.
Wow.
I know.
That's pretty blunt.
So the founder of Spanx, you know Spanx?
Sure. The suck it in wear.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
She has founded a new shoe called Sneaks.
Okay.
Which is a high-heeled sneaker.
Did we need this?
She has been working on the concept for 9 years, and they're finally going to debut. They range in price from about $400 to $600 per pair.
All right.
They are a high-heeled sneaker made of leather, mesh, and suede.
All right. I'm going to look up what she made. I just Googled high-heeled sneakers just to see.
Sneaks.com.
No, I'll look at that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Those are insane. $600 for those. They're hideous.
The Sneaks?
Yes.
They're pretty awful.
Converse makes a high heel Converse Chuck
Okay.
for $60. So that's way less expensive. There are like a platform heel. So you actually have a sneaker sole on the bottom, but a big lift in it. From Michael Kors. He's got a shoe already. Already a high heel sneaker. Let's see. Who else has done it? Skechers has one, $85.
So this is not a new idea.
Nope. This is not new, and it's still hideous.
But is it made out of
$100?
Are they made out of leather, suede, and mesh?
Okay. I will say,
What will
listen,
you say?
style-wise, her shoe, if it were not a high heel, if it were an actual sneaker, would be a very cool-looking sneaker.
I kind
in
of agree
green.
with you.
I don't like the white or the silver, but the green is cool.
If you scroll down that page a little bit, there's like a blue one with some red on it. I like that one without the high heel.
Let me go back.
I would absolutely wear that sneaker. Not a high heel.
Oh, the like maroon and blue there?
Yeah.
Very cute. They call that the Blake. $545 for that shoe.
I'm not going to pay that, obviously.
Yeah. No, I do like that color you got, the taupe burgundy one.
Yeah.
That one's cool. I don't like the blue burgundy one as much. It's a little too much. But I see what you're saying. But again, why's it got to be that high heel? That's a cool looking sneaker on its own.
And it's got a Velcro. You don't even have to tie it.
Nah, Velcro straps. Keeping it easy. I like cool looking sneaker. Unnecessary high heel and way too expensive.
I don't know why you asked. I completely bulldozed your question. You said, why did we need this?
We don't.
We don't. And I don't know. She was asked why she made Sneaks, and she said, have you ever worn high heels? That was her response.
Okay.
Yes, I have. They're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Give me a pair of sneakers any day.
What if it has the comfort of a sneaker? What if it's got a little cushion in there so you don't feel like you're wearing a high heel?
Possibly.
What you're going to need to do is figure out where they are going to retail these and just go try on a pair.
Probably not. I'm probably not going to do that.
Just to say, hey, I wore $700 shoes.
No, it's okay. I'd rather, if I do that, then I'm going to wear cute $700
I know, but
shoes.
then you can say I tried on the $700 high heel sneakers and they weren't that great. But they look cute as a sneaker.
Chop off that heel.
Yeah.
You're in business.
That's a good looking sneaker. Just make that shoe.
I know.
And sell it for $50.
Yeah.
Make the sneaker, sell it for $50. You'll make $1 million.
Also, quit making Spanx. She also makes Spanx, in case you forgot. Quit making Spanx. That's uncomfortable, too. You're a terrible founder of a business.
She's like, you know what I make is clothes that make you feel really constricted.
Yeah.
I like it when people feel like they can barely breathe. And also, now your feet hurt.
Yeah.
So when I got a hat that has hairpins in it so it stays stuck to your head with needles. You'll love it.
She needs to get out of business.
Right. I got a backpack, but it's these little thin rope straps that just cut into your shoulders. You'll love it. I liked your dog story from earlier. I felt like that was a good news story.
That was a good news story.
So I feel like my good news story isn't as good as your. I mean, good news is good news. Don't get me wrong, but you had a good news story. Let me tell you, this took place back in 1963. Glenn Gregory lost his wedding ring near a tree that he and his wife Barbara planted after their honeymoon. They said, "This is our tree, and it will grow from this little stick to a big tree for our whole lives.
Okay.
And it'll be here forever, right?"
Okay.
Well, the tree kept growing and growing and growing, and their marriage did the same. But despite searching high and low, Glenn Gregory never found his wedding ring.
Oh, no.
Until now. Listen to this.
I am.
Glenn passed away last December.
Oh.
Barbara hired a man named Jonathan Searcy to place Glenn's grave marker. And while working near that same tree, Jonathan spotted something shiny in the grass. And sure enough, it was the lost ring.
Look at it.
How is that even possible? One, that it was shiny enough to be noticed.
Yeah.
Like, this has got to be out in the weather since 1963. There's no way. Jonathan said the odds are 1,000,000 to 1.
Yeah.
It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Barbara decided to hold on to the wedding ring herself and not bury it with Glenn. She said, "I didn't send it with him. I thought maybe he might lose it on his way to heaven. I don't know." And she laughed. Better if I just hold on to it.
Yeah.
So, very cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and I don't know what else to say about Glenn. Maybe he should have looked harder. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to find it.
Yeah, maybe he was like, I just don't know where that went. Oh, there it is. I can't find it.
Yeah.
Real hard to see.
And maybe Barbara knew that. And she was like, no way, I'm keeping it.
Yeah,
He's not going to have that ring again.
Pretty funny.
Oh,
but
that's cute.
Good news to get you going on Classy 97. Classy 97, it's Josh and Chantel.
I'm very happy that we're here today.
Why?
Well, we had to make a delivery to the hospital the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Not for us. It was a friend of a friend's.
Right.
We just made the delivery. We dropped off and I'd like to say we dropped off and ran, but we got stuck in that hospital. We got lost. We could not find our way out.
Those signs make no sense.
No. And there were arrows leading all which ways.
Sometimes an arrow says up. Sometimes an arrow says down. Well, what happens, we couldn't find the main elevator. We found a staff elevator.
You can't use that.
That I think might have been the main elevator.
It said staff elevator.
I know, but where did we go wrong?
I don't know.
Because I've been in there before. And we're walking past stuff going, have we seen this picture before? Like, I don't know how long we were in there. Long enough that our daughter sent us a text and said,
she was waiting in the car.
What's taking so long? I don't know. I'm lost. And I don't typically get lost.
No, you don't.
I'm really good with directions, but somewhere in that labyrinth, I made a wrong turn. And we ended up finding an elevator, a single elevator. We took... It only went to second floor and first floor. I don't even know what this elevator was for, but I found it and we went down to the first floor and we were on the completely different side of the hospital. I don't know how it happened.
I don't know how it got there.
It was wild.
But that's why when I'm with you, I don't worry about directions because I go, oh, Josh will figure it out. I'm just here for the fun. Josh will get us there and Josh will get us
happened. I really can't figure it out.
So I wasn't paying any kind of attention to left turns, right turns, pictures on the wall. I said, okay, get us out of here now.
Well, we went across a
really.
sky bridge thing.
Yeah.
And then coming back, we went across that sky bridge thing. And then I don't think that sky bridge thing was that far away from the elevators, but boy, did we keep walking. Were we talking? Because sometimes if I get into a conversation, I lose track of where I'm headed.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe I was distracted. I don't know.
I don't either.
But we made it out in one piece. Everything's okay.
We were probably only lost for maybe 10 minutes, but it sure felt like a long time.
I don't even think it was 10 minutes. I think it was probably 3, but
No
it
way.
felt like 10.
Josh,
Chantel?
you got to make it sound worse than it
Oh,
was.
4 hours. Couldn't find up from down. But
And
what's with those arrows?
There was also nobody around.
Yeah, that's strange too. It's the middle of the day. Which is weird.
I said, let's just find somebody to ask for help. No one.
Yeah.
Quiet.
But also, what's with those arrows? Because whoever did the directory thing that says an arrow, it's worse
Pointing
than
down?
It's worse than trying to find the yard sale. You see the sign and you go, "Where's that arrow pointing me?" I don't know. It's that bad. I don't know. I don't know who did it.
I don't either.
Yeah. What? There's a down arrow. What does down mean? Behind me? Because up arrow means keep going forward, I guess.
I couldn't
but
tell
it's
you.
on a wall, so I look up. That's a ceiling. That's not the elevator, is it?
No.
That makes no sense. And then you have arrow that goes up and then hooks left, up and hooks right, down and hooks right. What do these mean?
I couldn't tell you. I'm just happy we made it out of there.
Me too.
I was starting to get hungry.
You were?
Yes.
Well,
I was lost.
there was nobody in the deli. Couldn't have even got a snack.
I have a problem.
What's your problem?
I have lots of problems, but we'll just focus on one for today.
What's today's problem?
Today's problem is that I need new earbuds. The problem is that they're too big, but they're the smallest ones available. They don't have smaller earbuds than that. I'm at the smallest earbud, but they don't fit. They're too big.
Let me tell you that they make over the ear
I know.
headphones. You're wearing them now.
I know.
Then they make those Bluetooth as well.
Yeah, but dumb.
Okay. When you had headphones that plugged into your phone, did those earbuds fit?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think that they did.
Because they have a bunch of different styles. Have you tried mine?
No.
Because I found the new version of mine. I love them. I think they look so cool. They brought back, and I've always been a fan of, the translucent plastic that you can see all the circuitry underneath.
I see. Time out. I see what you're trying to do.
No.
There. Yeah.
Listen, I'm saying I found those, and if you want to try those, I would get a set. And if you don't like them, I mean, I don't have to return them.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, try mine. You can
No.
have mine.
No.
I'll get a new set.
No.
Try mine. Take mine.
No.
I'll get the new set.
But I wanted to see if the ones I have fit your ears, because the new ones are the same size, but they're cool, translucent plastic.
I should get those new ones.
You
then.
should. You should. They're very cool.
I never get the new ones. I think I've had.
No, you have your own set.
Well, I do, but anytime we need something new, well, not every time, but there's been times in the past where I'm like, we need a new phone. You give me your own phone.
No.
Yeah.
I've never given you my old phone.
Yes, sir.
When?
Back in the day,
Back in the day?
when smartphones were first coming out, and
Yeah.
they were really, really expensive. Not that they're cheap now, but when they were crazy expensive.
I can't think of a time ever when
Yes.
I've downgraded you to a
Yes.
used phone.
You did.
No way.
Yes way.
Because I'm trying to think back. I go clear back to the Samsungs.
You had your Nokia. It was Nokia days.
You're going way too far back. But even then, we had those Kyocera phones. We each got
that's what
those
it was.
phones. They were brand new. I've never given you an old phone.
Yes, you
No
did.
way.
Yes, you did.
An old phone number.
No.
You might have chosen the wrong example.
No, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, point of the story.
Plus, you're the baby. You should be used to hand-me-downs by now.
I am. That's why I accepted it. Because I said, okay, I never get anything new. I'm just the baby.
Right. Just the baby.
Okay, listen, I need new headphones.
Yeah, I know.
I had mine in the other day. I kept having to push them back in. They keep falling out.
Let's go get a pair of those. If you like them, cool. If you don't, I'll use them.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I hope they don't fit. I hope they don't fit. Can I tell a story?
Sure, go ahead.
We were at the grocery store. We had to get a few things, and you decided that you might want a bit of a treat. Because I saw the Nilla wafers, and I haven't had Nilla wafers in a while, and I thought, man, you know what would be good? It's a scoop of ice cream with a couple Nilla wafers in there. That sounds nice. So I was looking at that, and you went, I wish I could have a treat. And you decided that you wanted to try and eat better, and you've been
I've been doing really great.
Yeah. So you said, I want a treat, but I want to have a treat that's like sugar-free or low sugar, isn't going to be detrimental to my plan. And so you looked up and down the aisle, couldn't find the sugar-free stuff. And I went, did you look by the cookies? Like, what do you? Yeah. And yeah, I did. And I went, okay. So here we go, pushing the cart, Emery and I look, and there's a whole shelf of 2 shelves of low sugar and no sugar stuff. And then I don't know where you disappeared to, but eventually you found us again, still standing there waiting for you. Because I went, she'll find us. And then I'll go, you mean these cookies? So that's what happened. And you picked out some cookies. And
they were sugar-free shortbread cookies.
Sugar-free shortbread. How is it?
They taste like teething biscuits. You know those biscuits
do you feel like you're two?
That you give to your kids when they're trying to teeth and they have no flavor and it turns into like a paste?
Yeah.
And when your kid is chomping down on them and you're like, that stuff is like glue.
Are they good?
Okay. When I first had the first couple, I went, yeah, these are teething biscuits. They have no flavor. They're bland. They're boring. Then yesterday, that was Saturday, when I was like, these are teething biscuits. These are gross.
Right.
Then yesterday, as I'm folding laundry, I said, I want a little bit of a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go eat those sugar-free cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Let me have a teething biscuit. And then I had a lot of them because I got kind of addicted to them a little bit.
Okay.
I had a couple and I was like, all right, this is going to quell my snacking. And then I had those 2 and then those were gone and I went, I could use a couple more. So I went back to the kitchen, got a couple more.
It's a good thing you chose something that wasn't super sugary because the bag would be gone.
Yeah, I had a lot. I had a lot of those cookies yesterday.
When you say a lot, like so far we're up to 4. How many?
More than 4.
More than 4, less than?
Less than 12.
No way. You had 11 cookies.
I think.
You think you had 11 cookies?
I don't really remember.
Look, I'm not judging. It's your decision.
I kept just going back and grabbing like 2 or 3 and then like taking them to where I was folding laundry and like,
snack.
And then I'd go to reach for another one. I'd be like, oh no, my teething biscuits are gone. Go get more. So I don't know. I don't know how many I ate. They're sugar-free. So
it's okay. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your teething biscuits at this point.
And look how sharp my teeth are.
Yeah, look at you. They grew in nice. Hello. Good morning. You want to do something crafty?
Sure.
What kind of arts and crafts do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
Well, I haven't watercolored in a minute, and I really want to. I got some new brushes that I was really excited to try out, and I just haven't done it. I don't know. There's other things going on, I guess. But apparently, arts and crafts lets you tap into your creative side, but also, did you know it boosts your happiness?
Yeah. Yes. I know it does because I like to arts and crafts.
I know.
I have an entire room full of arts and crafts.
They say painting, knitting, woodworking, specifically those 3, greatly improve levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Whittling wood.
Can I please whittle wood with you?
Is a big deal. The study found that arts and crafts can increase your happiness more than having a good-paying job.
Really?
It also gives your life a greater sense of purpose than a job. Crafting and other artistic activities show a meaningful effect in predicting people's sense that their life is worthwhile.
What are the top 3?
Well, it said specifically painting, knitting, and woodworking.
I don't do any of those crafts on the regular.
That's why I got to get back to painting. I got to get in there and paint.
What about sewing?
Sure.
Is that on there?
Sure.
I do that sometimes. I guess I do a smidgen of painting.
I mean, you do your art journal. You do all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It really, I don't know that it specifies which crafts and arts are the tops, but it really does say if you are engaged in arts and crafts, you have a higher life satisfaction and a greater sense that life is worthwhile and increased happiness. We got to get crafting.
I know. I had some time yesterday and I went into my craft room because I was like, I haven't done crafts in a long time. I haven't sewed. I haven't done anything in a long time.
It looked a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I walked in and then I walked back out.
Yeah.
Because I went, if I do anything, I'm going to have to clean first. And that's not any fun. So I walked out.
And didn't craft.
I did no crafty anything. No creative anything for me yesterday.
There's the adult coloring books. I know those things are probably, look, if you're just looking for something easy.
I have been trying to practice different calligraphy techniques.
Right. You did a little bit of that.
So I did a little bit of that yesterday. So that's a little bit creative.
Mm-hmm. What is that face?
Like
you rolled your eyes like,
it wasn't that much of anything.
How long did you do it for?
30 minutes.
Not even. You did it for 3. 3 minutes. You got to do a little more. Come on now.
I got bored.
I got bored. Well, let's get some arts and crafts time in there.
Okay.
It's good for happiness and making life worth living, apparently. That's what it said. So it's important.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to paint.
The next time I'm in my craft room and the kids come downstairs or you come downstairs.
Right. I'm busy. I am arts and craftsing.
I'm trying to make my life worth living. So we talked a little bit ago about vinyl is coming back and cassette tapes are making a comeback.
Yeah, big time.
And it's crazy. It's weird to
vintage
see all
things,
of this stuff.
Vintage. It feels weird to say.
Vintage?
I'm vintage. Vintage stuff, and then physical media things like younger people want to own DVDs and Blu-rays and even VHS tapes. Like they are becoming harder and harder and harder to find, and there are big-time collectors that have massive VHS collections. Because some movies, when they came out on VHS, when they were remastered or they changed them, like the Star Wars movies, for example, if you watch the first original trilogy on VHS, the movies are different. The visual effects are different. There's a lot of things they changed.
Well, this younger generation is also bringing back point-and-shoot cameras.
Yeah.
They are foregoing their smartphone cameras, because they say everyone's pictures look the same. And there's something really cool about these vintage pictures. It gives it a certain vibe. So we want to bring it back.
There is something very great about shooting on film.
Kodak saw demand for film double.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years.
No kidding.
And Pentax 17 was released, which was the first 35 millimeter film camera.
Like that's a new one?
The first one to be released in more than 2 decades. Yeah, it's new.
The Pentax 17.
Yep.
Okay. And it is a 35 millimeter film camera, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
really.
only $500.
Oh.
Yeah. But it is an actual film camera, 35 millimeter. That's really cool.
There was a Paris Olympian who was seen with a disposable camera snapping pictures in the stands. And then there was another young model who was recently showing off her point and shoot camera on Instagram.
So
they're gonna bring back these Stop Shop photo
The 1 hour photo booths?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's bring back the 1 hour photo booth. So I told you, I can't remember what it's called, but Katie, just down the hall, she has a trip coming up, and she didn't want to take a nice big digital camera, and she also didn't want to have to worry about her phone and all that stuff. So they actually it looks like the old disposable cameras with a little to advance your film. It looks like that, but it's digital, and it has a rechargeable battery, but it's that big. It's that size. It's just for point-and-shoot camera stuff, but it looks like the disposable.
Does it have, you know how some of those disposable cameras, you just took a picture and then you hoped for the best?
Yeah.
But the digital cameras,
it doesn't have a display.
Oh,
Nope.
I need a display.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because what if I've chopped off somebody's head, which I've done before?
I don't know what to tell you. You can still buy those disposable ones.
And hope for the best.
You can still get those. But this thing, I think it's called the Flashback. I think is what it's called. I'm looking at it right here, trying to see if this is the thing. But yeah, that's what it is. It has the film aesthetic, like the pictures you take look like film because it's just a simple little lens, no big deal. You can charge the flash on it, and it charges by USB C, whatever. You can't zoom in. It doesn't have any of that. It's just click.
That's so.
Yeah.
Why do they want this?
Because it's the aesthetic.
Well, and
of it.
a lot of these people are like, okay, we realize that the technology in our smartphones is amazing,
Sure.
but we like the rudimentary stuff on these old cameras.
But that's
the
why
grainy
I have
film.
Sure.
They're like those mistakes. That's part of the allure. They say it's romantic. Even the red eye and the grainy texture of it.
So what they did is they found mom and grandma's shoebox of pictures. And they were like, look at this life. Like, look how cool this is. We don't have any of this. And then they feel like we should have this. How can we get it? And so they're like, well, we'll just remake it. We'll go shoot on film. We'll go do it. Go stand next to your truck. I'll take a picture of you. Because hold up that fish. Oh, look, another picture of a cat. Like, it was bizarro. Like the amount of pictures, the amount of physical pictures. But now they're going to bring back photo albums. And then you know what comes after that? Scrapbooking. Guess what you have? A ton of scrapbook supplies. So, you're just ready. It's just not there yet. It's all coming. It's going to be little stickers and 12 by 12 pages and albums and albums and albums.
I'm ready, guys.
You've got it all. You want aesthetic. Boy, oh boy, have you been holding on to some stuff. You got a treasure trove. You don't even know.
Oh, I know. I've always known. Do some research for me.
Okay.
How many Minions movies are there currently?
6. That's my guess.
Okay.
How many Minions movies are there?
Minions, or are you including them in Despicable Me?
All right. So Minions alone, let me see. So Despicable Me came out in 2010. Despicable Me 2 in 2013. 3 in 2017. 4 in 2024. That's 4 Despicable Me movies.
Where Minions are featured. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Then
Minions itself was 2015.
Okay.
Minions: The Rise of Gru. Minions 3 is planned for 2027. Then there were short films. There was a web series. There's a Minions holiday special.
Oh, yoy.
There's Despicable Me, the video game.
Oh,
There's also all the soundtracks to the movies, and there is a Despicable Me Minion Mayhem theme park attraction.
Okay, so 7
films. Yeah, 4 Despicable Me's,
feature films,
2 Minions movies, and a third Minions 3, whatever it will be called, is planned for 27.
Okay. The director, he directed the first 2
Chris
and the
Renaud?
4th film, of Despicable Me. They said, hey, do you think that this could be like a really cool like live action movie? And he said, please no.
No.
He said,
No.
I really hope not, and that's my answer.
Okay, here's the thing I think would happen. I don't think they would do live action Minions. They would do like what they've done with Garfield and what they've done with Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Like an AI.
They would do, well, it's CGI, computer generated, animated cartoon characters in a live action world.
Okay.
Still not a fan.
No. And they don't make very good money, to my understanding.
The Minions movies?
No. These.
Oh, when they do that thing?
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog, another example. And they've done a couple of different Sonic movies. But when I think live action with those guys, that's what I think. But are you going to have Steve Carell walking around as Gru in real life? Like, that just doesn't feel right.
No. Feels weird. And sometimes those live action movies, it just takes away the magic from the animated classics anyway. So just don't. And the director's on board with me too. He's like, let's not do this.
The one exception, Roger Rabbit. So cool.
Yeah, but that was a mix, and that was the original movie anyway. It's not like they had an animated Roger Rabbit and then they made a live action version.
You are correct. But as far as cartoons existing in a real life world, that's the way to do it. Like, that was super, super cool. And cartoons were part of the storyline.
Yeah, exactly. They wrote the movie to be like that. They didn't take an animated movie and say, let's make these real people.
Correct. Could you imagine if they made them real people? Like real minions? Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of little yellow pill-bodied people? Who would they get to play them?
I don't know. Do you know anybody who's yellow and pill-bodied?
I don't. I don't know a yellow pill-bodied person.
Okay, I have a game that we're going to play.
We're going to play a game?
It's a game.
Okay.
Yes. It's called the one-word movie clue game.
The one-word movie clue game.
Yes. So I'm going to give you one word, and then you try and tell me what movie I'm saying. If you need another clue, I'll give you another clue. I can give you up to 3 clues.
Okay.
Okay?
Let's see if I can figure this out.
All right. Are you ready?
Sure.
Skateboard.
I want to say Back to the Future.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, but... I mean, he kind of created the skateboard, but really hoverboard. Yeah. All right.
Good
all right.
job.
Okay.
All right.
I get it. Okay.
Mirror.
Oh, there's many here. Because there's like mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the fairest of them all? Which is that Sleeping Beauty?
No.
Or one of those. Cinderella. It's one of
Snow
those.
White.
Is it Snow White?
Yeah.
Well, there's mirrors in many of these.
There are.
But is the movie Snow White?
No.
Oh. Mirror. There's a mirror in Harry Potter that's very
That's
important.
true. This is a tricky one. Okay, I'll give you another word. Rose.
A mirror and a rose. That is Beauty and the Beast.
Ding, ding, ding,
Okay.
ding, Josh.
Yeah, see, also another Disney movie with a mirror in it.
Okay, how about necklace?
That's going to be Titanic.
Nice, Josh.
Yeah.
You're killing it. Okay, how about donkey?
Well, when you say it like that, it's Shrek.
Okay, golf.
Many movies. Happy Gilmore
Yes.
is a golf movie.
Good job. This is an easy game, it sounds like.
All right. So far.
Okay. Lost.
Okay. There are so many movies dealing with people getting lost.
That's why it's a challenge, isn't it?
Let's see. Jumanji
No.
has some. I'm going to need a second word.
Sydney.
Oh, Sydney is a character in Scream, but that doesn't have to do with Lost.
No.
So it's not that.
No.
Sydney, Australia, Lost in Australia. What's happening in? I'm going to need a third word.
Anemone.
Oh, there you go. Finding Nemo.
There it is.
Ah, yes.
You got it. Okay,
good.
last one.
Yeah.
Bricks.
The Lego movie?
No.
The second word.
Twister.
Bricks and Twister. These are games. Twister is a game. and bricks. Toy Story.
Slippers.
Toy Story? Slippers? Bricks, Twister, slippers. I feel like this is pretty obvious, and I'm really missing this. I don't know.
Wizard of Oz.
Ah, yes. The yellow brick road. The
Ruby red slippers.
Yeah. Of course.
Twister.
Of course. All right. Well, hey.
Good job, Josh.
Not bad
You did great.
for only missing the last one.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well done.
Fun game. What's it called?
It's called Fun Game.
Fun game.
One word movie clue game.
One word movie clue. We'll work on the name.
So I just saw a sad news article that Phil Donahue has passed away.
The talk show host.
The talk show host, Phil
Donahue.
Donahue. He was 88 years old.
Has his hair been 88 since he was 20?
I
Because
think so.
that's a guy who's had white hair his
He's
whole
had the
life.
same hair. Now, here's the thing. I don't remember much of Phil Donahue other than when I would have a sick day from school.
Sure.
That would be what was on TV.
That and Sally Jesse Raphael. And Price is Right.
And my mom would allow me to watch Price is Right. And then she'd say, okay, we got to watch Donahue.
Okay. It's got to happen. 88 years old.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And my mom would watch that, like folding laundry while I was laying on the couch. Oh, I'm too sick to go to school.
Oh.
But can we also watch something else?
Yeah. He was kind of the pioneer. I was just looking. He was kind of the pioneer of people that, or of involving the people in the audience in the show.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, a lot of people.
He was a pioneer
like,
of that?
didn't happen. Yeah, he was the guy who did that by taking audience questions for people that were on the stage or involving them in a lot of different topics and conversations, which is kind of interesting. His show, The Phil Donahue Show, debuted in 1967.
Really?
In Dayton, Ohio. And then it would go on to get syndicated. He was syndicated for 29 years.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
Good job, Donahue.
And I'm looking at a picture of him. I don't know when this picture was taken.
He looks exactly
it's
the
gray.
same.
It's dark gray. It wasn't always white.
Really?
Yeah, he was probably 18. I don't know how old he was. That's wild. 88 years old, though.
I just, on those sick days when I was home from school, my mom was watching TV.
Sure.
I was like, this is what it feels like to be an adult? Because I can't wait.
Sign me up. Well, that's too bad. Definitely thoughts for the family and everything. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
88 years old, though. The would you rather this or that question of the day.
Would you rather pilot a blimp or steer a submarine?
Oh.
You're rubbing your head like this is the worst decision you've ever had to make.
What if I goof up?
No, it's just...
Okay, I'm going to pick blimp.
Okay, why?
What are you picking? And then I'll tell you why I'm picking blimp.
No, why? Why can't you just tell me?
Because then you'll pick blimp also.
Let me see.
Because my logic will make a lot of sense. So I want you to just make your decision, and then I'll tell you why. You're going to pick a submarine because you're really fascinated by the marine life.
Yeah, but it's not like there's windows.
Yes, there are.
I won't be able to see anything.
Depending on what kind of vessel you're in, yeah, absolutely there are windows. One big one on the end, a big round dome of glass that you can look through. See the ocean and the animals.
On the end? Not where the piloting software is.
Do what now?
The driving equipment. You said it's at the end.
Yeah.
If I'm driving the submarine.
Have you seen the little small submarines?
No. The ones that implode?
No, look up small submarine.
Okay. Now tell me your logic. Because yes.
While you're looking at the small submarines that are all a window for you to go float around and look at marine life.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm not talking about a big like naval vessel.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of.
I'm talking about a little cruising small submarine where you can go look at the water.
Uh-huh. That's the one I'm picking.
Right. I'm picking the blimp because there are way fewer things to collide with in the sky. And I don't want to crash into something. So once I get off the ground and it's not filled with helium anymore because of the Hindenburg. I don't know what they put in them now.
You think there's fewer things to collide with in the sky?
Yeah, what's up there?
I disagree with you.
What's up there?
All kinds of stuff.
What?
Birds, other planes, helicopters, more birds, eagles.
What?
Hot air balloons.
What? That's almost going to do it for us. We got one more thing, though.
We do have one more thing. Watch out, preteens, with your lemonade stands, because there's a side hustle coming to town, and these lemonade stands are being taken over by adults.
Wait, adults are putting up lemonade stands?
They are, but they're not necessarily a stand, but a food truck. They're doing these little food trucks, lemonade stand style. But it's a side hustle to try and pay off some student loan debt. Is what they're trying to do.
Okay.
So it's more legit than just like a watered down cup of lemonade.
Okay. But you have to have food handler's permit. You have to have city license to sell something.
I think they're doing that.
You have to have a lot of stuff if you're just going to open up a corner hot dog stand. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So they're investing in the equipment. They're doing all these menus. They're involving the syrups and all the different fancy concoctions. And they're charging $8 a drink.
$8?
$8.
It's less expensive, I think, to go through the drive-through soda shop
I know.
than it is to go spend $8.
It's less expensive to buy a thing of Tirani syrup yourself.
Well, there's that.
Make your own lemonade and put it together yourself.
Isn't that interesting?
Side hustling is what these people are doing.
Okay.
Watch out, kids.
Well, yeah, no kidding. That's going to do it for the show. Have a great rest of your Monday. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 to 10 on the radio, on demand whenever you want to listen. You can get the show. It's available everywhere podcasts are available. So listen on demand at your convenience. If you want to listen at lunch, you can. You want to listen later on after dinner, whatever.
Do it.
If you work late and you're like, I need something to get me through the day. Well, hey, Wake Up Classy 97, the 4-hour show. We trim it all down to less than an hour so you can listen to the whole thing in one sitting. You get all of it. It's great. Wherever podcasts are available, you can get Wake Up Classy 97. And that will do it for us. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
See ya. Thanks for listening to Wake Up Classy 97, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Wake Up Classy 97 is hosted by Josh and Chantel Tyler and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.